Hello and welcome along. Today we're back on Lone Oak Farm and we're round this side of our barn because we've come here to get our John Deere. And the reason for this is because if we have a look, our animals are in need of some work. So the sheep have plenty of hay and grass, no water, and aren't clean. So we'll go over there and sort them out with the John Deere in a minute. We're going to start with our wheel loader, our John Deere wheel loader, and sort the cows out. The cows have straw, and that is about it. Everything else is needed. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and most of that we tend to do with this lovely piece of kit, this big John Deere wheel loader. I really love this. This just works an absolute treat around here. And it's the first time I've had a map where I've not had a telehandler or a skid steer or something like that in the main farm, and I've purely used a wheel loader. And we have enough cows to warrant, just using a wheel loader. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear this up. This will immediately give our cows some food, which is fantastic. I think we're filling up. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in a good position with that there. So let's get this in. Now, we need to be careful because once before I have mucked this up and ended up just piling it in the wrong place. I think that's good. Yeah, that is good. There we go. It's not a huge amount, that. Whoa! I caught two things at once then. Right. Let's try again. The nice thing about being as close as we are there to the side is it basically just immediately empties it in. So that has got that cleared, which is a great start. Fantastic start, that is. Next we need to go and get, while we've got the bucket on, let's go and get the manure collected up. Get that job done, because then we want to get the forks on and to sort out some new feed for them, because we've the moment we're just feeding them the hay. They're doing okay for grass, because it being seasons you don't end up feeding them quite so much in the summer as you do in the winters. So that's kind of what we're preparing for at the moment, with all of our bales and everything. We're trying to collect up enough feed and stuff for the winter. There we go, 65%. Lots of manure in here. I actually may only have a single bucket full of manure in here. That's the thing, I always try and find out on a map what is the ideal number of cows to have, so that you can ensure you have enough manure and liquid manure and slurry in order to actually make the animals workable. And on Lone Oak, it seems to be that we need a lot more animals. I reckon that you could go somewhere at about 500 odd cows. We've only got 100 on here. But I reckon, judging by the amount of time it's taking the liquid manure to refill, we actually need somewhere in the region of 4 to 5 times the number of cows we have now. And which is a huge number of cows, and that's just to give us enough liquid manure to do one grass field on a regular basis. you know, one grass field per season is going to require 400 to 500 cows, and which is a lot of cow work and a lot of dairy work. And we're getting quite a big pile of manure in here at the moment. I don't think it's a huge amount though. And we've got a 4,000 litre bucket here. So, yeah, that's not a huge amount of manure we've got. So that's not going to go very far either, considering that we have 2 fairly large fields to spread later. So I'm always, that always intrigues me. I think we have a manure spreader, but I'm very tempted to basically just buy in manure, I think. If we can. I'm not sure we can buy manure on this map. I think we'd have to add in a manure purchase point. And then we need to buy in a specific bucket, I think, to do that with. That has gone nicely on that trailer. Excellent. Yeah, stuff tends to fall off that trailer, especially the bale forks. Right, so that is the cows cleaned out well enough. I think we have left some manure in there, but I don't want to go around too much. Right, so we have a lot of hay bales, which is excellent. What do we need? They need water, and they need hay and silage. We can't create power food yet, so I'm not going to try and do that. I need to move this into work position, so enable automatic loading. Do that. Yeah. Hopefully it takes a 3 off the top. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right, now we should be able to load these straight in to the cow feeding area. We'll then check how many more we need to load in after this, but this will get it quite nicely. If I have time at the end, I might come back and clear some more manure out, because there is still some in there. And wow, they've already dumped a load of that grass back out. That's incredible. I'm gonna have to go and get the bucket again. There we go. Right, how much hay does that give them? You see, yeah, we are gonna. It's gonna take about 4 trips worth of hay to fully feed them, which is why we have so many hay bales. Why we need to make more hay bales. Also, why we actually probably need to. It's only recently that we filled them up fully with grass. You know, it's not like we're neglecting them, but yeah, there's a lot in there. Right, I need to go and get that top one that's hovering. Right, got that one. There we go. 3 more bales. So yeah, it's gonna take us by the looks of things 4 trips on this to get us to a decent level of hay. The beauty of silage is that if I create, I don't have them at the moment, a lot of straw bales. If I have a lot of straw bales, then what I can do is I can use them to pad out mixed ration, and that's the thing. When you've got this many cows, the trick absolutely is to pad out the mixed ration. Straw can be more easily got hold of, and in fact we've got a huge wheat field. We're going to have a massive amount of straw bales, to the point where I'm going to need to rework, I think, how I store my straw. Lots of people store it in the main barn, and I'm very tempted to do the same. I mean, it's a good area to store them here. And I actually need to rethink how I use the bale stacker as well. I think I need to use the bale stacker to stack stuff at the side of the fields. I think that is the more realistic way that a bale stacker is used. There we go. I'm doing this this way with this for a little bit of speed, so that we're not too worried about how our bale's falling off and things. It's yeah. I'm not normally one for using an auto loading bale fork, and but this seems to be the only bale fork that's available for a wheel loader, as far as I can see. There we go. There we are. How are we doing? Cows now have... Yeah, one more trip should do this. Yeah, so I'm not a great fan normally of using auto-loading equipment. But in this case, it's expedient for the number of cows we have to do. The amount of feed we have to give them. We kind of need to be using something like this. They are taking... I mean, this is just to keep them fed for 3 days. There we go. It's an incredible amount of hay. But as I said, this is why I want to get the mixed ration going. Because we won't be using just all hay bales like this. We'll, yeah, topping it up with straw and adding more silage in, and hopefully, the thing is that's surprising me is the amount of silage that we generated off that first cut was not as much as I expected. I think it partly is because the first cut is never a fully grown cut. Right, there we go. 48,000 litres of hay they take. Now, we could push more of that grass back in, so I might go get the bucket in a moment. But the thing we need now is we need water. So I'm going to park this up and go and get my lorry. Or being in America, I'm going to go and get my truck. Wheel loader undercover over here. There we go. Sneak down the side of our big trailer and head into the barn, where we will find... Here she is. I love this Mack truck. This Mack truck is wonderful. First, if you've been watching my stuff for a while, or if you're new here, sorry I should say, then I first discovered this truck on the interior, which was a big forestry map we were doing. Like everything on that map, it struggled. The roads were just too steep for pretty much any vehicle, and it is just a fantastic mod. This, and it just looks beautiful more than anything. There we go. We have 43% water in here. That should be enough. I will probably have to go and fill it up again later. But for now, that should be what we need. All we need. Go and put it in the go and put it in the pond in a minute. There we go. Ooh, may have come in too sharp. No, I think we're alright. Avoid the cows. I'm trying to see if I can tip the grass into either of those. There we go. Right, reverse up. There we go. So hopefully we'll get that into the actual trough. I think today we will get that as our screenshot. That is a magnificent truck. Right. Like so. There we go. Isn't that? That is a fantastic shot. Oh, it's a cow. I don't want to get cows, but I think that may. Hopefully, that's taking a good shot. Otherwise, we're going to get mooned by a cow. Right, there we go. Let's get back up. So yeah, there is our beautiful Mack truck. It's now empty. So how? Okay, that's enough water for our cows, thankfully. So let's not hit a cow. They all seem to be congregating at the entrance at the moment. Get out of here, and what we'll do is we will head over to our sheep and get our sheep sorted now. So I'll just close these gates, make sure our cows don't escape. And we can go just park our truck over here. Yeah. Just park on the grass over here for now. Right, let's jump in the Jeep and head out over to the sheep and get them sorted. So Jeep is over here in my shed. Because I like not to tab through things, I these days I very much prefer to just drive. Yeah, I'm gonna head over this way to our sheep, and I will see you at the other side. Here we are, turning into the sheep farm. It's not too far down here. Took a slightly different route to where I normally do, so I went over the top rather than around the side. Seems to be an easier road, a lot less meandering between fields, in that there wasn't any because we basically got a main road all the way out. So I may try that route again in future, to be honest. Right, we're just going to park this in front of the house for now. There we go. Not our house, but it is a house we own. I don't think we've got anybody in it at the moment. Wow, we have a really decent amount of wool here. We're gonna have to start storing that because that's gonna get in the way in a minute. But first, so our sheep have plenty of food. They need cleaning and they need water. So we'll jump in our 1994 John Deere 7800. I do love this tractor. This tractor is just a lovely little bit of old American farming, and it just looks gorgeous. I mean, that is just beautiful. That's not a tractor you would ever see in the UK. Alright, we have 43%. We're going to have to go round filling up all our water, I think. But yeah, we'll just reverse this into here. Should be enough water in here to nearly give them full amount. And as I said, yeah, we're going to have to go and fill this up again. There we go. Does that do... Yeah, that does our sheep well. And then we just need to clean them out. And that will then be all of our animals done for today. And I'm quite pleased with that. That's going really well. Managed to catch them before the end of day 2. And not a lot of other stuff that needed doing on day 2, to be honest. We're mainly focusing during the summer months at the moment at fertilizing stuff and getting the grass ready for a second cut. But I think next time we're probably going to jump forward a few days, simply because, you know, there is not that much to do in the summer at the moment. It is waiting for stuff to grow and letting stuff get on with it. We will then get on with the harvest come the end of the year, or come the end of the summer. I'm hoping our wheat is going to be available towards the end of the summer, as opposed to deep into the autumn. But it should all work out well. I may see what sort of price we can get on our wool at the moment. Certainly, we need to do some moving around with the wool. There we go. Let's get this back in the trough. They actually have a lot of grass at the moment. Yeah, wow, they do have a lot of grass at the moment. But we can leave it in the bucket because there's nothing else really for us to... you know, we don't need to use the bucket for anything else around here. I need to get a wider turn in. There we go. That way we'll catch the bucket on the front. Perfect. Right, let's park this up then. And that is where we are going to end today's episode. I think that's been a really productive use of our time. It's such a loud end. So close that. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave it with that wonderful John Deere. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.